This is CNN, a network of Turner Broadcasting System.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. So it's nice to find something that we can all agree upon in these current troubled times. We are seeing Israel fight Gaza, Jew fight Muslim, Christians fight Muslims and Jews, I guess. Then black fight white, rich, poor. They want us all divided. They want us all divided because it's easier to control people when they're divided and fighting amongst themselves, right? And we can't actually focus on the real problems in society. And so it is nice when we can actually find a common enemy. That common enemy is obviously CNN. CNN is a dumpster fire and will do anything for ratings. CNN has the lowest ratings in history. CNN's rating woes continue as network has lowest rated week in more than 7 years. CNN is absolutely cratering, so they went looking for craters. Well, meaning they went to a war zone. They put one of their top anchors inside of a war zone to get her face blasted by a tank. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, this happened. Watch Erin Burnett here as she stands a little too close to a tank.
Seeing right now is CNN's Erin Burnett, who is standing by, actually, I believe, quite near Egypt and Gaza, inside Israel on the border there. Erin, give us a sense where you are and what you're seeing.
All right, John, I'll tell you what you're seeing right now. We're actually right near a staging area, a tank battalion that actually went in on Saturday morning right along that Gaza border after the Hamas attack. Some of those tanks actually are going to be driving by right now. I'm going to probably get covered in this, so just bear with me. It's going to be really loud.
What are you doing? You can't you can just back up.
John and Kate, there's probably going to be another one. So I don't know how long you're going to want to take this, but I'll tell you what we saw. This tank battalion had been in there. Merkava Israeli tanks. There's another one's going to come here. All these guys are basically restaging and getting ready to go in. And we have seen today along the border checkpoints a much, I would say, higher state of readiness than we've observed over the past few days. I'm going to move back from this one just a little bit. Okay.
Okay, got it. She's standing there.
All right. I mean, it gives you a sense for the terrain here. And John and Kate, I'll tell you right now, we're a few miles from the Gaza border. We've been all the way up and along this border watching the state of readiness that you obviously can see right here. We're also about 10 or so miles from the Egyptian border down here. So we've been all the way up and down that Gaza border and seen the readiness. Today, sort of a mix of, obviously, full troops like you see in this tank battalion, also reservists coming in who are getting ready to go in. And I would say a higher state of readiness even at checkpoints, John and Kate, helmets on, bulletproof vests on. They are ready to go.
What does this remind me of? This reminds me of this. Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper in the water. Look at how deep it is. Look at how dangerous this cameraman's like, oh, come on, man. It's like the reporters out there remember all the reporters wearing masks, right? Masks and face shields and stuff during COVID, and their camera people are like wearing a wife beater. Yeah, no, sorry, guys. No. This is what we mean by fake news. It's what we mean by fake news. So she gets blasted by a tank that's driving by because she's literally standing there watching the tank roll through. So, again, CNN does this stuff for ratings. It is totally dependent on the actual topic, though, of the story that they're covering, based on like how close they want to get to actually show you what's happening. Who can forget this classic CNN moment?
Is one of multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin over the course of the night. A second night since Jacob Blake was
fiery,
seen
but
shot
mostly
in the back
peaceful.
7 times by a police officer. And what you are seeing now, these images come in stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful demonstrations in the face of law enforcement. It wasn't until night fell that things began to get a little bit more contentious. Things were thrown back and forth. Police started using some of those crowd dispersal tactics like tear gas, even playing very loud sounds to push them out. And then what you are seeing, the common theme that ties all of this together, is an expression of anger and frustration over what people feel like has become an all too familiar story playing out in places.
So this guy obviously didn't get his contract renewed. I haven't seen this guy back on CNN. Fiery but mostly peaceful protest. CNN. So CNN is in a war zone right now, but this is not, I repeat, not the worst disaster that has happened to CNN live on air. The worst humanitarian crisis that was, I mean, call the Geneva Convention, is the napalming that Kari Lake did to CNN when CNN asked her for an interview.
Hi. Kari. Hi.
Nice to see you. Count off in CNN.
You don't have a mask on anymore. What's going
we're
on?
outside. Do you have a minute to
well,
chat?
we're 6 feet apart.
Do you have a minute to chat?
I'll do an interview.
Okay.
As long as it airs on CNN Plus. Does that still exist? I didn't think so, because the people don't like what you guys are peddling, which is propaganda. Thank you.
Call the Geneva Convention. That was a war crime. All right, a little bit of levity. We're doing our best. Dark days. We're doing our best to look for the rays of sunshine and the silver linings. Ladies and gentlemen, there are silver linings at CNN, like Silver Anderson Cooper sitting in the water. That's so fucking nice. I can't get over this guy who's standing there in 2 inches of water, and Anderson Cooper's over here. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to our channel for real news, not fake news. And we assure you that if we get blasted in the face by a tank, it'll be far more entertaining. But I don't intend on that happening anytime soon. Like, share, and subscribe to End Communism that CNN represents. It's your boy Benny. See ya.